The evolution of grating from stone to steel. The Neolithic Revolution. The story of grating begins not with metal, but with stone, roughly 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, as humans transitioned from foraging to agriculture. The need to process fibrous roots and grains became a survival priority. Archaeological evidence from the Levant and North Africa shows that early humans used scabrous volcanic rocks like basalt and coarse sandstone by rubbing tubers or dried grains against these naturally abrasive surfaces. They could break down tough cellulose structures, while grating as a culinary art didn't exist. The mechanical principle using friction and surface irregularity to shred material was firmly established. Ancient civilizations and the first true graters. By the time of the ancient Greeks and Romans, grating had evolved into a specific culinary technique. In the Iliad, Homer mentions a bronze grater being used to shred goat cheese into wine. Archaeologists have recovered bronze plates from Roman sites dating back to the 1st century CE. These were often flat or slightly curved sheets of bronze with hand-punched holes. The jagged edges of these holes acted as individual blades. These tools were luxury items, used primarily for hard cheeses and spices like long pepper, which were expensive commodities in the Mediterranean trade network. The modern kitchen grater, as we recognize it, was born out of necessity in 1540s France. François Boulier is traditionally credited with inventing the metal cheese grater. During this period, France faced a surplus of hard cheeses that were too tough to eat but too valuable to waste. Boulier's design featured a pewter or silver plate with raised sharpened circular punches. This allowed cooks to transform rock-hard cheese into a fine powder for soups and sauces. Despite its utility, the grater fell out of favor during the Great Famine periods of the 17th century when cheese became scarce, only to resurface later as a staple of the bourgeois kitchen. The 19th and early 20th centuries brought mass-produced steel. In 1920s America, Jeffrey Taylor popularized the box grater. By using tinned steel, manufacturers could create multi-sided tools with different hole sizes slicers, fine shreds and coarse threads all in one device. In 1954, the French engineer Marc Grégoire, the founder of Tefal, revolutionized the surface of these tools by applying non-stick coatings, though the most significant modern leap came from the workshop. In 1994, a family-owned woodworking tool company called Microplane discovered that their wood rasps were being used by home cooks to zest citrus. This led to the introduction of photo-etching technology in graters, which creates razor-sharp edges rather than duller, punched edges of traditional stamped steel. Today, grating has moved from manual labor to high-speed automation. Modern industrial food processors use centrifugal grating drums that can process hundreds of kilograms of product per minute. At the consumer level, Electric graters use high-torque motors to mimic the manual motion, focusing on ergonomic safety and consistency. Sources are in the description.